For a decade, Shirin El Zainab ran a thriving catering company. Then the pandemic hit.
It just became much more difficult because the debt just kept growing.
There was no bouncing back, and she was forced to close the doors. She finalized both her business and consumer insolvencies this year.
The perspective is you're not organized, you failed at managing your finances, you're not responsible, and that's not true.
Business insolvencies are at their highest levels in years. Last year, they jumped 41%. In a slowing economy, retail, construction, and transportation firms have been hit especially hard. Many small businesses came out of the pandemic with heavy debt. With the added pressures of high inflation and higher borrowing costs, some are struggling to stay afloat.
Profits have plummeted. And at the same time, we've seen, I think, these stresses of perhaps the CEBA loan repayments due, other stresses coming into play.
The federal government ended pandemic supports last month. This economist warns if the bankruptcy trend continues, the months ahead could be painful.
We may start to see more job losses, and things may start to unravel more quickly than expected.
Consumer bankruptcies are also piling up amid the crushing cost of living. Insolvencies rose 23% last year.
The cost of payday loans, high interest unsecured loans, credit card loan interest, it's just tremendously high.
With many on the financial brink, experts urge consumers to tackle money problems head on.
The sooner you call somebody for any sort of advice, the better off you are.
El Zainab says while the process was tough,
I would do it again in a heartbeat just to kind of start fresh and rebuild. I built it once, I'll build it again.
Now she has a clean slate. Nisha Patel, CBC News, Toronto.